Hey guys, welcome to my 2017 Walt Disney World Day 4 vlog. And this vlog is actually going to talk about the half marathon and kind of what happened between the 10K and the half marathon day. As you may or may not know, something pretty unprecedented happened, and the Walt Disney World 2017 20th anniversary half marathon was canceled. And it was canceled because there was weather, thunderstorms, high wind, high rain, exactly at the time we'd be running, right through the Magic Kingdom, all the way back to Epcot. And as you may or may not know, there's not a whole lot of places to hide on that course. So if there's any chance of any lightning, any severe weather, anything that can endanger not only the runners, but the volunteers and everyone out there working, uh, you have to consider that either going to delay or ultimately cancel the half marathon. Now, the way it kind of happened let's talk about that Friday. The Friday was the 10K. I did put some video on there. I did have some episodes where my GoPro wasn't recording, but it was an absolutely beautiful run. It was through the back stages of Epcot, right onto World Showcase, as the sun was starting to rise over the World Showcase Lagoon, and it was just absolutely beautiful through there. I got to run around the boardwalk, and I felt really good. Around 11 minutes per mile, which is, for me, pretty decent pace, but much is faster than what I've been training with. And so I went through there, and I just kind of singing and laughing and enjoying it, and finished the 10K. I then went over to the Wide World of Sports because my son Oliver and my daughter Rose both were running in the kids' races. Oliver did the 200-meter dash, and Rose did the 100-meter dash. It was kind of organized chaos. I'm going to put a little bit of the video on here as well. The races were absolutely lots of fun. There was a ton of kids around there. Again, it was on the Wide World of Sports in the track area that ultimately you end up running on the marathon around as well. They had announcers that were totally getting into it, having a ball, having a blast, and the kids were having a great time as well. At the end, they got little runner's packets just like anyone else, some bananas, some go-go squeeze. They got the kids medal that went around them, and ultimately it was just a great time. The rest of the day went pretty uneventfully. We got to go into the parks. I got to go ride the Frozen attraction over at Epcot. And then I split off from my family and some friends we were traveling with, and I went to Morimoto, Asia. And basically this was supposed to be our pre-half marathon dinner, carb loading per se, just to have a good time. And it is during this dinner that we get the text that basically, or the tweet that basically RunDisney said the half is canceled. At first, I got a text message from a friend even before I got the tweet, and I thought they were joking. I thought they were pulling my leg. And then you start to realize, oh yeah, there is really going to be a big rainstorm the next day. So when we read the tweets, we were all at the table. And now at the table, my friend Julie were both running the half. My friend Olivia ran the 10K with me and was not running the half. And then my friend Matt was running the half, and he was there with his wife. The sense at the table is kind of either a mix of relief that they didn't need to run in the rain or the cold, but at the same time, that's what they came there for, was to run this race. Now, RunDisney then tweeted that they'll let us know at 10 o'clock what the next steps are. And then 10 o'clock came and they said, well, we'll get back to you. But ultimately, they did a wonderful thing. They gave us choices that were listed not only through the tweets, through their website, but through mail. Now, the choices that they gave us were, 1, get back your refund for the half marathon, minus race fees and Disney gift cards. 2 is that they said that you could have 2 one-day park hopper passes. 3, they said that you could register for any other half marathon gratis for free in the next 24 months, room approving. But I also found out through later on emails and such that they'll even put you in fairly closed events. So that was good on RunDisney. And then the hidden fourth option was you could have been moved over to run the marathon the next day. And there were people doing it. And so some people trained for a half marathon and ended up running a marathon. Uh, that's just awesome. That's just amazing. I mean, all the effort you go in and then ultimately just go for the gusto and put the 26.2 in. And power to them. That's just great. Now, most of the people at my table ended up either taking another marathon or the tickets. Personally, me, I was part of the challenge. I asked if I could be a discount on a future Dopey challenge, and they told me no, you can't, and they gave me the options that were already stated. I chose the 2 one-day park hopper tickets because I'm ultimately in the fall going to go to Wine and Dine, and I'm going to have my dad and my son Oliver with me, and they can use the tickets, so it'll be pretty cool there. After that, we were just sitting down and enjoyed the rest of our dinner and drank up because, hey, we didn't have to wake up at 2:30 in the morning. The next morning, I was staying at the Grand Floridian, and it was raining sideways at about 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning. So much it woke me up out of my sleep. And then as the morning went on, exactly when we were running, there was thunder, lightning, definitely not safe conditions. They did the absolute right thing to do. And at any point, they could have just said, tough luck, we got your money. But no, RunDisney stepped up, and they really took care of the people for this event. The rest of the day started to become just this beautiful semi-cold day. It started out about 67, 70 in the morning with the rain, and then dropped right down to the 40s, leading into the marathon, which was absolutely frigid in the mid-30s. That Saturday, I completely took advantage of the fact that I was not running the half marathon. Now, mind you, there were so many awesome things going on this day. People took it upon themselves to go running at the boardwalk, at the Pop Century Resort, at Coronado Springs, at Riverside, everywhere. Downtown Disney, aka Disney Springs. They were out there. They were wearing bibs. There were families handing out water. There were people cheering with cowbells. There were strangers cheering for people jogging. And I got to walk through going to Epcot that morning because by the fact that the race was canceled, I could join my family in the parks. I got to go eat breakfast at the Beach Club buffet. And then I got to go enjoy the Soarin'. But walking through there, I got to watch all the people run. And they were running around the boardwalk, and it was just magical. Now, this is what it is all about. All those runners, they were out there, they were doing it, they were wearing their bibs, they were high-fiving people. I know there's a report over, I think, Pop Century, that there was a family that had their kid dressed as Stitch, and he was a character stop. My friend Jeremy that ran the marathon with me ran through Disney Springs, and he stopped at all the little like statues of characters and took photos with them. It was more magical to see that than probably running that race, which is amazing, and what makes the Disney races so great. Like I said, I got to enjoy the parks with my family. I went back, I rested a little bit, then I went to Target and I bought a whole bunch of $5 hat, $5 shirt, $5 hoodie, $5 gloves, and that's what I ended up running the race in. And then you shed it as you run, and it all goes to charity because they pick it up, which is a wonderful thing. Now that was it. That was my Saturday, Friday to Saturday of what was supposed to be day 4 of my Dopey Goofy challenge for that. Am I upset that I didn't run the half marathon? Not particularly, to be honest with you. I got to enjoy the parks with my family. I walked over 40,000 steps on that Saturday alone. A month earlier, I ran the Dopey at my own, which you probably have seen the recording. I ran it. I know I could have done it. I did the training. I was ready for this. And I still had the marathon to go through, which was an absolutely wonderful event. And you'll see it's in a multi-part series because I tried to keep the videos around 10 to 15 minutes a pop on there. And it was just a great time. So yeah, that ends the day number 4 of my dopey challenge. I got the marathon to go. Check out those videos next. And then after that, I went on to the cruise ship, ran the Castaway Cay 5K, and then ultimately went to Star Wars Lightside in Disney Anaheim. And let's go check out some of those other videos. Thanks for watching.